Oh, hi.
Oh, hello there.
Hello. Hello, all you cool cats. Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome to Late Night with Kettle Kitchen and 9 Acre Family Farm, Nana 9 Acres, and Bluesy Blue from Blues Self Reliance.
Oh, good grief.
Well, that was kind of interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I love that you guys showed up tonight. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It looks like we have quite a few people in with us already. Well,
Really?
we have
I
Dark
don't know
Lord
why
Minute.
anybody wants. Everybody just wants to show up to see little old me.
Oh, I'm sure it's more Nana than it is you, Dale. But
They seen Nana was here and they're like, "Oh, maybe we'll get free hugs again."
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Good morning on Saturday, Annette. Thank you for coming in. We got Dark Lord Minute, Kettle Kitchen, of course, prepping for heaven. Lori, she was busy watching another live. Then we also have Monica from Bland's Promised Land. Thank you for coming
Yay,
in. Bro
Monica.
Cowgirl. And Mimi's Dishes has joined us, the Miss Rhonda. We also have Tanya Shepard. Hello.
Hello, Tanya.
Tony
Tony.
with an A.
Tony with an A. Yes. And of course, as I said, Annette's in with us. So thank you everybody for coming in. So how you guys doing tonight?
We're out. Nana works me to the bone.
I'm
kind of
trying
sounds like
really hard to stay awake, Tony.
you're doing wonderful,
That's
and you
for
made it
you.
to the intro. Thank you. Good thing the intro is only 45 seconds long, right?
Yeah.
Most people in the background on the other side don't realize Nana's usually here with me till the intro starts, and then she's like, "Okay, I'm going to bed."
Peace out. I'm out, guys. Thanks for joining me.
By
Teresa
that time, I
Dookie
get
with.
my eyes open.
Yeah. Well, you start your day a lot earlier than most of us do. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I get that too, you know.
Not as early as Blue is for this.
No.
Well,
This is the start of
true.
my day, you know. My day
Yes.
started at like 2:30 this morning.
Oh,
Holy moly.
wow.
Yeah, because Saturday mornings, Tanny's at work by 3. He leaves for work at 3.
Yep.
But he's home for 8 o'clock, which means we get to go out and have breakfast.
So I want to address something. Dark Lord Minute wanted to know if the update went out. I'm not going to go into a lot of details. If you need to find out, you can go over to Jesse and Lisa's page. But I'm asking everybody to please give them thoughts and prayers because they've had a long day today. So,
Yeah.
and just let them know that we're with them, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Eric's usually ready for, or is already go to bed, it looks like.
Miss Leanne is here.
I see that.
Yes.
Hello, One Eye Open. Thank you for joining us. So,
Pirate Leanne's here.
Pirate Leanne. Arg, matey.
Arg, matey.
One eye.
The one eye, yes. So, I think I'm going to try something different. I discussed this with Dale earlier because Dale inspired me for the last part of what I'm going to kind of do, I think, on Fridays. Barring any changes. I think the first half hour I'm going to spend the highs, hellos, how's everybody doing? You know, what's new with each of your channels, anybody that comes up. And then the second half I'm going to do Q&A.
Uh-oh.
But the Q&A part doesn't come from me and it doesn't come from the panelists. I want the chat to give us Q&A that they have, whether that's canning or gardening or farming or budgeting or anything really.
Or inquisitive questions, you know, any of the above.
Hey, if you want to tell us a clean joke, we're all up for that too, you know. Not anything that's going to make me lose my channel. That's what I'm trying to stay away from.
I'm gonna
And
stick my lip then.
okay. And then the other part I would like to do in the third half hour, if we have time, because I know for the most part we try to stretch it to 2 hours, but the last couple times it's just been slow, so I didn't want to string it on any longer than it needed to. But if we get to the last half hour, which I will make sure we do, whether it's an actual half hour or not, but we will get to this. Every Friday night, I would love to, and this is where Dale inspired me, and Nana from 9 Acre Family Farms in their live.
Yeah.
I really would like to also put out channels. I'm not doing enough of that, and I think that whether it's a big channel or small channel, I want to put them out there just because they either inspired me, intrigued me, they're new, whatever it may be. There's not really a reason, it's just because.
Yep.
All right. So we'll get to that later, but I think I like that format, and then we can take the last half hour or whatever time we have left and just kind of chit chat and talk and whatever. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean we're stringent on that. I mean, if we want to have a conversation in the middle of one of those half hours, then we have a conversation.
That's right.
Yep.
So, all right, and I hope everybody's okay with that. So, and it's not even really there's no reason behind that. I just don't feel like when I seen Dale and Lisa talk about the two channels, it really made me think about it. I don't do that enough.
Yeah.
And me and Patty were talking earlier today. She said, "Why not Q&A? We don't do that like we used to."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
good point. So I thank her for that, obviously. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. So again, Blue, what's new on your channel? What's going on?
I got a week. I got a week until the Wellness for Healthiness series comes out.
Yeah.
And that is going to be the longest series I've ever done. It's
Dong, dong.
I know. It's all about getting healthy, using plant-based diet, etc. I've been very quiet recently because I've been busy writing it. As Tony will tell you, because I've just sent him a copy of what I've done so far. I've written out a 5-weekly rotational meal plan. I've done basically been writing each section of this is literally a book. So breakfast is almost a book on its own, lunches are almost a book on its own, dinners are almost a book on its own, and it's taken me a lot longer than I was expecting it to. Partly because life gets in the way, but it is what it is. It doesn't mean that it won't be ready for Friday, when I will be doing a live on my channel to launch it and explain it more and stuff. There you go. So yeah, but I thought, I'm a qualified dietitian, nutritionist, herbalist, and naturopath. I've got quite an expensive education, and maybe I should actually do something with it.
Right.
So that's kind of what I'm doing.
So
yeah.
I think that's great, and I want to throw you one of these out just because I happen to see it.
What was that?
That's part of my game night, and I just happened to see it, and I was like, "Right on, good for you."
Okay. So yeah, there is a lot of work going into it. At the moment, anyone who's a Patreon is getting copies of them as they come off the press. Basically, they're going out to them. My Patreon I keep at $2 a month. That's it. That's their lowest. It used to be $1, but Patreon have changed it to $2. It's on the lowest thing you can get. So, but the downloadable printable versions will be available on Etsy, but they will not be cheap because they're literally a book. So, but I will be making them reasonable, and the proceeds to that go towards buying seeds, compost, and pots and things so that I can produce more food seedlings for the food banks here in York. So it doesn't go into lining
think
my
that's
pocket.
great.
It goes into actually helping people to be able to be a little bit more food self-sufficient over here in the UK.
Right.
And there's a group here in York that does that. And yeah, so yeah.
And I'm here to tell you, just on the little bit I did look at, that thing is jam-packed. So there's a lot of information in there. So I think it, if
That's
you
a great
if you
idea. I love
have
that.
a benefit out of something like that, it would be worth your while to look at it. And even if not, just to look at it because it's got good information in it. So
Yeah. So working on
Yeah.
it.
good.
Did
Anything
we
else?
say hi to Teresa J?
Yes, I said that a while ago.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Anything else? Oh, look who popped in.
It's
Big
Michelle.
Hello, Michelle or JJ.
Or
I'm
JJ.
assuming it's
Or
Michelle.
Oh,
both.
both.
Kind of like Lisa and Dale, they're attached at the hip.
Yes.
Yep.
So anything else going on Blue Self-Reliance?
Well, it's almost the 31st of May, which means that the May small space gardening collaboration videos will start to drop. There's 10 of us who are taking part in this year-long collaboration where we drop our videos that are theme-based on our small gardening space to encourage people that don't have a lot of room for gardening that they can actually do a lot of stuff with it. So I'm really excited about that one because this month it's all about what's coming in and what's going out. What you're bringing out, if you can bring stuff out, and what's going in, So yeah, but there is a playlist on my channel. Go have a look at it. There's a lot of really amazing information on there right now. What are you doing? Will you stop?
Well, because Michelle and JJ said they're watching us on big screen and we're all
Oh,
bigified.
no!
So now you're ultra bigified.
Ultra big.
Thanks. Well, the thing
um,
is, Leanne, actually, to be fair, we have got a couple of people that have got acreage, but they've chosen a very small space on
Yes.
their acreage to showcase for this collaboration. So you could actually do it. Like if you've got a small porch space or decking area or, something like that.
Mhm.
What we said is it can't be bigger than a 16th of an acre, which is half
Yes.
the size of the average UK allotment plot. So we have got someone who's got a half-sized allotment plot and he's doing amazing things with that.
Yes.
We've got Ginger over at Nut for Nothing Homestead. She's got like just a planter on the front of her deck, but we all know that her garden is redonkulously huge. Her garden is goals for the rest of us. Shall we just say that? We've got
Right.
Saron from Sow Grow and Cook. She's on 11 acres, but she's got herself a meter by a meter, which is like 3.5 foot by 3.5 foot square bed. Steve who's co-hosting this with me.
Green Fingers.
Green Fingers. He has a veg truck, which is a purpose-built, raised, portable planter that he's using. We've got Tony from Kettle Kitchen. Don't know who that guy is. I've got no clue.
Yeah.
But he's doing stuff as well because he's got little beds and things. So
Oh, and speaking of my little beds, as far as what's going out and what's coming in, I know one thing that's going out of mine.
Yeah.
The mold that's growing on my dirt because of the buildup of ice and leaves and everything.
Wow. What sort of mold is it? Are you sure it's mold and not my
Not mold. Moss. Sorry, wrong term. Moss.
Oh, that is great. You just did
I was like, what is I got moss inside my bed.
Just turn it over its nutrients. It's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, all that work I thought I'd have to do, I don't have to do. They say dig it in. It's nutrients for the dirt. So thank you. You made my life easy.
You're welcome.
Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
Loads of different people from everywhere, every part of the world, just about part of this Northern Hemisphere at this point. We don't know where it's going to go for next year, but we'll see how we go with that. So yeah.
I do want to say hi to Helena who hopped in. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, hi.
Um, so I think that, you know, it's one of the things that I've really enjoyed with that collaboration,
Yeah.
because most of the collaborations I do are 30 days, or
Yes.
I've even done them as little as 7 days. I mean, that's even happened too.
Yeah.
But I like this because I never really cherished the idea of a year-long collaboration. But I
Yeah.
love that it's all at the end of the month. You do on what your progress is. The guidelines are so loose that you're not stuck in something.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, that's it. You know, I mean, we do have a couple of people have had life things going on, and
Right.
they've done the best that they can. Mothin from My Family Garden, he's been running for local council, so his videos have been coming out a week or two later than everybody else's, but he's been
Right.
getting them out, you know. You know, we've got Ashley from Ashley's Allotment Adventures. He's had some life stuff going on, some health issues. He's had, you know, his
Family
wife's
issues. Yeah.
his wife's dad passed away, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, so there's people have stuff going on, you know, so, but it's open for that because, you know, the main drop is on there, but as soon as their video comes out, I will put it on the playlist. So,
Well, and the
yeah.
other thing I do find beneficial to that is the different areas and the different growing zone. I mean, here in the U.S., there's zones. You guys, you know, have your setup a different way, but we're all still doing the same thing, and we're all active in the same thing. But
Yeah.
each one of ours results are going to be different. I mean, you guys are all talking about harvesting. I haven't even planted yet because we're not even into our last frost date yet.
I ain't harvesting anything but nettles
But
and dandelions, dude.
well, yeah, but
Seriously. I mean, there is nothing I am harvesting right now.
I didn't mean you necessarily, but there are others that are. I mean, you look at, you know, and then I mean, but I guess that's more of a safety thing. And I'm being honest, in this year specifically, I say it that way because normally you don't put anything out until that first week of June, because you're
No.
inevitably Memorial Day weekend, you're going to get a frost. I mean, that just is the way it works around here. This year, we're not going to get it. There's no plan of it. And we got people that are 2 houses down. Their vegetables are growing out just fine. Well, if I had known that I wasn't going to have a frost problem, I would have planted them a month ago.
Exactly
but
right.
I was worried about putting all that work in there and then losing it. That's what I was worried about. So.
Yeah, well, and I totally get that. And we have the same issues over here. Like, this weekend is May Bank Holiday weekend.
Right.
Traditionally, it pishes down rain. Like, you know, we get flooding and all sorts across the country, but it's supposed to be as sunny as all get out this weekend. And we're like, we don't trust it.
Well, and then you got Annette. She's doing winter crops now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they're flip from what we are. So
yeah, exactly.
I get it.
And the thing that we're trying to really bring across with this collaboration is the reason that all the months have different themes is because we're trying to cover all the issues that you would have with plotting and planning your space, and the things that different people have to deal with and how they deal with it, whether it's pest control, whether it's weed control, whether it's weather control, whether it's you know, anything to do with any of those kinds of things, so that people have a really good idea and there's a good cross section. Sorry, my hands are filthy and covered in mud still.
Gross.
I've been playing in the dirt. So you know, it's a really good informational piece, and I just really hope that everyone goes and has a look, because
I agree.
And everyone's at different levels when it comes to their filming as well, so don't let that put you off. You know, because there's still really good information on the videos. You know, not everybody is the king of editing. Do you know what I mean? some people just get their phone out and they do the best they can. You know what? Some of those have got the best information out there. So don't ever say that you can't get really good information out of, just a vlog kind of thing, because you can.
Yep. So how about, let's go with Nana. Is there anything new on Nana 9 Acres going on?
I am hosting the collaboration with Ginger. The Spring Salads 2023.
Okay. Is that going okay?
To an end.
Yep, it's slow. It's rapidly coming to an end. My video will come out the 29th.
Wow.
Our giveaway is the 3rd of June.
So that would be a week from this Saturday.
Yes.
Okay.
And obviously, I have the coolest husband ever.
Oh. So anyways, Blue, I was sitting there one day, right? Don't make his head swell up any more than it is.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
I looked over and Nana's phone's open to the chat, and I'm like,
he's a mess.
So anything else?
Exciting news with Nana 9 Acres.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the meetup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I will be putting out a video about something I won from the Mid-America YouTube meetup.
Cool.
Yeah. What else? I don't know. Hide and watch. Who knows what'll be coming out.
I love hide and watch, but it's becoming old on me.
Yeah.
Because I can't hide and watch. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Tanya, I will answer at least. Sorry, guys. Summer, Friday night, everybody's got to be loud. I apologize.
Okay.
I will answer what is coming up for the summer a little bit later. So, anything else, Nana?
What are we patiently waiting
We
on?
are
I'm
trying
not
to
sure Nana's
patiently
that
wait
patient, Dale.
on the new granddaughter coming.
Yes.
We are on baby watch.
Yes.
Yep.
She could go anytime.
She is painfully exercising is what she's doing.
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
But
well, how about? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
How about 9 Acre Family Farm? What's happening over there?
So 9 Acre Family Farm. So as you guys, if you watch our channel, have probably seen, we went to the Mid-American YouTube meetup in Lake Tenkiller. We had an amazing recharge.
It was so awesome.
Due date is supposed to be.
The due date is June 1st.
June 1st. But she's already started the process, and we'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway,
Yeah, did you guys know that?
Oh.
Didn't. Yeah, I told her just drink like a half a bottle of castor oil. That sounds like a good old wives'
Oh
tale.
God, no, no. If you're going to go, because castor oil is actually quite poisonous internally. Okay, you want to use cod liver oil. That's the better one. It's
look who we have with us. We have Monica Abdullah. She's going to sing Opposites Attract.
Oh.
Sorry. Bad
Also
joke.
a childbirth educator.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
So we went to that. We were excited. In fact, we got a hug
She
on
could.
Monica
Yes.
to see her whole family. And so we've got that going on. I am short time not working my day job, so we are getting a lot done. I'm recording a lot of videos.
Yes.
And unlike usual, we're actually ahead on having videos uploaded. So
Awesome.
we're excited.
What?
Yes. For those who don't know, usually Dale is like last minute because
scrambling the day the night before.
It takes like 24 hours for us to upload a video.
Yes.
You know, procrastinator Dale waits until like the day before.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he's talking about because I'm not like that at all.
Yeah. But
exactly.
So we've got that going on. And I think there's some, I'm not going to use that term again because Nana just used it, but stay tuned to 9 Acre Family Farms because
there may be
some changes coming.
And
Can
you go help him?
We started the world's smallest farmers market, unconfirmed lives again.
Yay!
We did.
We had our first farmers market last night, and it was good.
Awesome.
I thought that it actually looked like it was an enjoyable location, kind of cozy. You guys didn't look overheated. There wasn't a lot of wind, that kind of stuff. And
For the-
so it looked nice.
For the first time, Ginger, she got connected with us from Not For Nothing, was the first time she watched like almost every one of them last year. And this was the first time like I pivoted the camera all the way around to give you a perspective.
There was a gas station there.
She goes, because I've said it, I don't know how many times, we're in the parking lot of a gas station. Mm-hmm. She actually made the comment. She's like, I just thought maybe you were like in like a separate area. And then all of a sudden she goes, you are literally in the parking lot. I said, yes. We are in the parking lot of the gas station.
It's a 1-year anniversary for me since we met them. Hi, Grey Wolf Outdoors Homestead.
Yes. Hello. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, did you see?
Hey, Grey Wolf.
I did.
So, anything else?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope.
So,
Tony, anything new going on with your channel?
Man, look at Nana. She's like never here. All of a sudden, she's calling out people in your chat. She's interviewing you.
Wow.
You go, Lisa. You tell him.
So my biggest thing is and a lot of people know this, we have Jam It Up June starting on the 1st of June. Technically, it's me in blue. It's not just me, but it is happening. So, and so if anybody didn't get to hear me on Lisa's live over at Yogi Hollow Farm, the announcement has been made. And I did divulge some of this one of the lives over the last week. I don't even remember which one it is anymore. But we do have 4 Jars Lids is sponsoring both Jam It Up June 2.0 and Jar It Up July. They are, I can tell you what the main prize is, if everybody's ready for that.
Ready.
It is a gift basket with 100 wide mouth lids, 100 regular mouth lids, 2 tea towels, a timer, and a $50 Visa gift card.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
huge.
Yes. And they're also donating some other prizes too, but that was it. That's the main prize of it. So the other thing is they will be, for the first time to my knowledge, participating as collaborators in both June and July as well.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's pretty cool. And we're working on Mike, who is the lead. He's got I want to say he's president of the company, but I'm not positive. But we're working on a scheduling, and there might be a possibility he will join us for the live giveaway on the 2nd of July.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Awesome.
So as of today, we have 36 channels. I'm waiting on one more channel to get back to me, so we might have 37, but as of right now, we have 36.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Everybody has confirmed, other than this one channel I'm waiting on. Blue and I just went with it and put out the invites, and boop, 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 boop. So
Everything just fell in place.
as of right now, it just fell in place. Yes. So
Awesome.
yeah, it'll be good. And I'm not hearing a lot of what they're making, but I know some of what they're making. Wait and see, guys, because you're gonna find it very interesting. I
You know,
think.
you're going to have to tell me, co-host.
At some
know,
point, maybe
right.
on the 29th of June, me and you can sit down
Right.
and have a talk.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Good grief.
Anyways, but again, I mean, like Annette said, she's doing a savory jam. They're not all going to be sweet things. So, yeah. And I do know for a fact of a couple others. So I think even if we end up with some of the old standby jams and jellies, preserves, conserves,
Mhm.
you're still going to have enough of a mix that's just not the ordinary. So I hope everybody enjoys that. So, and then we have game night on Tuesday night. We started my version of Taboo. I'm calling it. I'm not sure what I'm calling it. Can anybody remember what I'm calling it? I just thought I'd throw that. Don't say that word. Yes. So, and we're kind of changing some things up on it. So next Tuesday will be even a different version of the game. So,
Good grief.
Ooh.
yeah. Well, you don't play them, so it's too early for you.
Well, yeah, I've got to sleep sometime if that's all right.
Can't you move that around in your schedule a little bit somewhere?
Let me think.
Schedule
No.
that around Tony.
Anyway, so that's primarily what's going on right now. Like we were talking with Blues, I got the small space gardening collaboration. I've already done my spring solids. That's already done now. So, and then this one, that's primarily the collaboration parts of it. So I do want to tell you guys something. I've decided, I'm not sure if I'm going to start it this Sunday or next Sunday, but I am going to start a little small series. I think it'll be 5 weeks long. How to run a successful collaboration from start to finish, or at least from my perspective.
Mhm.
I like
And so I hope people will enjoy it, and it'll put out some information out there, because I am not here to be the collaboration hog. I am not, really, even
But
though
you're
it seems like it.
There's
Yeah, but when I look
other
at
people out there doing collaborations too. You're not the only one, dude.
yes, and I don't want to be either, in all
No.
honesty. I want other channels to do collaborations and get out there and get people involved, because that's part of it. So I am wanting to share that information. If you guys want to join me in that part of it, that would be wonderful, because you guys have your perspective of it as well. So There are others hosting collaborations in June, but I don't have my paperwork in front of me. So
No me.
do you? You don't either. So
No, I can
if
get it. Hang on.
okay, so Blue will work on that. While Blue's working on that, I'm going to go ahead and transition into the second half hour, which is Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, please put them in chat. I did have one question way back here. And Lori wants to know, why do we never get to see or hear from Patty? Well, if you look right there, there's Patty. So you see
Picking
her.
her nose.
She's, Lisa said, stop picking her nose. Patty's usually around somewhere, but Patty is not a videoing person. So, yeah, usually she's hollering at the kids or doing something. So that's fine.
The only one that I've got on here for June, other than ours, is Ginger's and Michelle's favorite pampered chef tools and accessories.
Okay. And there's
If
also the
anybody has
dairy.
anything else, we can put it down, you know?
There is one that is the dairy collaboration, but Angela or Leanne would have to talk about that because I don't know enough about it. So,
Right.
and I'm welcoming you guys to do that. So go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because Leanne, we do care about you, honey. Contrary
Yes,
to what was
do.
put on chat just about 5 minutes ago.
Yep, I did see that.
What did she put?
She said we don't
She
care
said
about
we
her.
don't care about her.
Oh, whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, Dark Lord, you are correct.
June is Dairy Month 2023. Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Cool.
Oh, Lori, she would do that, but as long as she's not on video. So,
yeah.
Wednesday, they're making their big announcement about the collaboration. So, if anybody wants to know, is that going to be on your channel, Angela, or is Leanne doing a live? Just curiosity. I'm assuming it's Angela's because Angela does hers on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing a lot of questions though. So
no,
it's gonna be on both.
You know too much about me.
Yeah.
Everyone knows too much about me.
That you love cold pizza with pineapple on it? Yeah, I know that.
Oh my gosh, that's wrong.
He about had a fit the other day when I ate a piece of cold pizza.
Yeah, you did. I was there to listen to it, so I know.
Oh, Leanne does have a question.
Yes.
Where's
Well,
coffee?
wherever you left it, hopefully in your coffee pot.
Oh.
Oh, there you go, Dark Lord. That is hilarious. That's about the most honest answer I've seen in a long time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at what Monica
Yes,
said.
Monica, I'm with you, honey. I am with you. I got no problem with that whatsoever.
Pineapple has no place in the food group whatsoever.
Oh, I love
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Leanne says that they are saying, or they are doing a co-streaming of the live stream.
Awesome.
So that'll be on Wednesday. So everybody, please go over and check that.
I'm not here to throw rocks, but I think that is a perfect use of the co-streaming tool.
Yes.
I think that's a wonderful idea. That, to me, is a morally acceptable reason to do that.
Absolutely.
I agree.
I'm not getting into it, but that's my answer.
That's your final answer.
That's my final answer. Thank you.
And the man said what he said.
He did.
I said what I said.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a movie line. It's from Oh brother, where art thou?
Yeah.
Yes.
When the wife says, I said what I said, and and I've done something. I can't remember.
Isn't that what Yosemite Sam did for a long time? I said what I said, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Pineapple on pizza in tacos.
Okay, I haven't had it in tacos. I'll admit that.
I
I'm
haven't
not.
either.
Yeah.
I-
Anyways,
I'm a big old heavy guy, and I'm pretty sure if that was what was forced on me, I'd become a skinny guy. That's wrong.
Quick, Lisa, you know what to do, love.
that's funny. That's funny.
Ah.
So,
Yes. People-
do you guys have any questions about anything then?
I don't.
Alrighty then. Moving right along.
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, look who has joined us.
Does.
Hello. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for gracing us.
We're not
Daz.
worthy.
All hail
So
Daz.
honored.
Oh my lordy. Daz, you crack
Don't
me up.
give
You
it
are
away. I
funny.
can't say it. Okay, I had to move up, otherwise I can't read the chat.
There you go, Dale. Somebody agrees with you.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't do pineapple any way, shape, or form.
Really?
He does not like pineapple at all.
Well, don't go to Hawaii then. That's all I got to say.
I could live off of pineapple.
Yeah, I could. I mean, like,
I could
Bam
too.
once, okay, we got a box of pineapples that were marked down at the wholesale fruit place,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like $2 for an entire massive box of them. Right. So
Wow.
he decided that he would take it upon himself to eat as many as he could all at once. So I let him. And then after the second one, his mouth started bleeding. And it wasn't just like a little trickle. It literally, his mouth exploded because of the enzyme that actually is flesh-eating enzyme in a pineapple. He's like, I'm not doing that again, Mum. No, mate.
Okay, now this I've had. That is good.
Yes.
Oh, and look at the ongoing list. Dale, you're supposed to be on the screen, not hiding off to the side.
Mimi says, pineapples don't like me.
Oh,
Yep.
fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of like, there was a lady that used to check out at our grocery store, was like the cash register lady, and there
Yeah.
would be a big sign at the end of her line that said no pineapples. She was allergic to pineapple.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
That was always the line I went to.
But it's false. That's the problem, my friend.
No, there is an allergy to pineapples, and
No,
it is
he's false. He
Oh,
just
hey.
doesn't like them.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm going to get more to drink, so you're going to talk to Nana for just.
Okay, I'm gonna end the show then because Dale's leaving. So you
I
know.
know.
Oh,
The star of the show.
yeah, and that
was
actually
away.
sounds really good.
That does actually.
She just said she put pineapple jam on an egg sandwich. That actually sounds
yeah.
pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm the one that brought that
I
up
like
because
it.
I was trying to gross Dale out. That's why I brought it up.
I had a lady at the school that I work at, and anytime we had bananas, she couldn't work in the kitchen because she
Wow.
was allergic to bananas.
Yeah.
Oh,
She can't even touch them. Like if a kid touches them and touches her, she'll break out.
oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I do agree with Michelle. Apricot pineapple jam actually is really good.
That sounds
I've
really
never
good,
even
actually.
I've never
Yeah.
had that. That does sound
Yeah.
good.
Well, I happen to know a lady you could probably go get some from.
Yes, you're
'Cause-
probably right.
She knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
Yes.
All right. Since I'm not getting any questions, I guess we're gonna move to the next.
Come
phase.
on, chat. We need
Let's do
questions.
it.
Yeah.
If you guys bring questions up, go ahead. We'll come to it. But I want to go ahead and hit this so I don't forget it. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to share with you. Well, going to settings isn't going to help me much now, is it? So my
No.
first channel I would love to bring up is this one right here. And I'm kind of following Dale. I'm cheating.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, we don't know that guy. Who's this guy?
So this is Joe Fix It For You. He's got 141 subs, 38 videos. Joey's been very actively trying to build his brand and his channel up. Great guy. And if you don't know who he is, he happens to be the other half of Not For Nothing Homestead. So
This is him.
Yeah.
Yep, the hand.
yeah, anytime you see the hand off to the side
Yeah.
with nobody there, that's going to be Joey usually. But he's a very awesome guy. He's a very helpful guy. And I would love for you to go over and check him out. If you like his content, please consider subscribing to him because he is a very good friend of all of ours. And he's just a great person and has a lot of knowledge. Sorry.
Funny.
He is very
Yes.
funny.
His videos are funny.
Yes. The other channel. Oh, go ahead.
Especially go in there and comment on his toy tractor.
See,
Yes.
cast our pots with motor oil. Yes.
Isaiah, Michelle from Big Valley Living said to say hi. She said hi to you, but you can't be on the screen, so scoot over. Okay. Hi, by the way, he said. So thank you, Michelle. He said nice to meet you again. Just passing the message along.
Bless him.
The other channel I want to share. Oh, don't knock it till you try it. I don't know why I put that up there. Sorry. The other one I would love to share with you, and this one will take a little bit longer because there's more information involved with this one. Again, I'm stealing it from Dale. Sorry.
Hi, Jerry.
This is a new channel, but the people are not new to you guys.
Yay!
Yay!
Woo!
Muddin' for nothing.
Muddin' for Nothing is if you went and watched Ginger's live last night after Dale and Lisa's live, they informed us all that Tiffany and Mr. C are moving right next to Ginger and Joey. So they are actually keeping Not For Nothing Homestead is going to be its own channel. Joey Fix It For You is going to be its own channel. Mud and Mascara will have its own channel. And then the girls are going to conjoin a channel called Mud In For Nothing. And they will be starting to put, I think, didn't she say tomorrow, Dale, videos are going to start going up?
They have a few videos already that are all going to go live starting tomorrow.
Yep. Night, Leanne, thanks for coming in. Hello, Jerry. I didn't say hi to you.
Night, Leanne.
Night, honey.
Yes, right next door, as in right on.
Literally outside.
They are literally right next to each other.
Yes.
So
The camper
what's happened?
is pulled up beside the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is going to be just for all of you. Oh, actually, I had this. I'll come back and put Joey's up in just a second, but I want to catch this because we're talking about it. That is the link to their channel. Okay, and I will copy. Actually, I'm going to go in and copy it, and then I'll put it in the chat. And then I'll put it back up. Yep, there it goes. Okay, so now I'll put it in the chat. So if you want to click on it, you can. Okay, so that's the Muddin for Nothing. And it's not nothing, it's nothing. That's where I kept running into problems because I put the G on the end of nothing. So they have 19 subscribers. They're just started last night. It's public last night. No videos out there, but like we all are saying, you will start seeing videos come out tomorrow. So please help support them. Find the content you like. Do subscribe. They would appreciate it, and so would we.
Yes.
So, okay. So now I want to go over and do the same thing for Joey's channel because I forgot to do this for him. Okay, we'll show his.
There you.
And then I'll go in and put it in. There you go. So yeah, Lori, a lot of okay for us. This has been the struggle bus. We've known about this for a while, but we couldn't say anything to anybody, and we're so glad we don't have to keep the secret now.
Yes, it's been mental. I mean, like I do a live with Ginger. Do you know how hard that is? Trying to keep a secret like that when you're going, you know, when you're talking about stuff and so, and you know, all you want to do is like go. So what about this? What's happening with this? And you know, no. And it's
Right.
really been hard the last few weeks.
It has.
You know?
I've caught myself, especially on Friday nights, not so much on Tuesday and Sunday, but Friday nights, because you're always thinking of what else can I talk about, and it's like, and Tiffany and Ginger today did this. I'm like, no, don't say that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Can I share a channel? Do you mind?
I have no problem. Okay, so here's how this is gonna go moving forward. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna stick to this half hour. But when we get to this portion of it, I would love it if you guys have channels you want to put out there. You just got to put it into the private and get it moved over and do what you got to do. Okay.
Okay. What do you need me to do? Do I share my screen or what?
If it'll let you share the screen, yes, go ahead.
Okay. That's the link. Okay.
I will get that while you're doing that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. All right. So you guys know I live in the UK and a lot of gardening channels over here. There is a huge allotment and gardening community here in the UK. And Steve, Greenside Up, was a huge part of that. And I say was because he passed away, unfortunately, a couple of days ago. The day after he married the love of his life, Anne. Because it was a plotted and planned thing. Okay. But we're actually asking if everyone can go and watch all of his videos because that money will go to Anne and to help her and to help the family with any costs that are involved from here on out. Okay. So he has some of the most amazing information when it comes to gardening that you may not have thought about. One of the nicest people on the planet. He's one of the best of humans. And I just think, you know, if we can help her out and all this kind of stuff, his videos, the knowledge that this man has, I wish I have when I get to his age. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, yeah. But yeah, there is so much here. So much here. And yeah, so there you go.
That would be wonderful if we could help out. I'll take it down for you.
Yeah. He had actually been fighting cancer for 18 months, but he didn't tell anyone.
Oh,
it was only very, very close people to him that knew about it because he didn't want people to be going and watching him out of pity and stuff like that. And he didn't want to be fielding all of that, which is fair enough. So, yeah, but if you want some really amazing information from a guy who's literally just doing it from the ground up, that is the guy to go and see. And it will help his family. So, yeah. Thank you. I'm a shush now.
No, you're fine. I went and subbed to him as well. There we go.
I did too.
So, good. Well, that's what we got to do. That's how we help each other out. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming 9 Acre Family Farm has one they'd like to show up from.
Well, I guess if we're going to be show and tell, I'm going to show and tell.
All right. So you show and tell. I have to run to the restroom real quick. So go ahead.
Okay, so these are a wonderful couple that we met at the meetup.
Yes.
And it's Gillum Farms in Oklahoma. They are a farm that literally was 2 miles from the meetup. Didn't know nothing about it until the day before. They are a very, very sweet couple.
Yes.
They have a farm where they raise Brangus cattle. They garden. She has a gorgeous raised bed garden. Like, I'm so envious of it. But
yes, Monica met them.
Yeah, they are so sweet people. And I gave her such a hard time because she won during the giveaways. She won like 3 or 4 times. But she finally let me know that her husband gave her his ticket also.
Yeah.
So really, it was between both of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I kept giving her grief, and that's how we got to talking and got to sharing a lot to do with channels. I kind of, I know I'm not the only one. I know several other people, other channels that kind of took them under our wing and told them things to do with their channel and stuff like that. They have only been at it for under a year, and she said it was such a blessing at the meetup because they were actually talking about giving up on the channel until they showed up. But they have an immense amount of videos. They are very long run, but if you're really into the farming thing, he runs a dozer business.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. It's cool. And they, Monica is right, Gillum, because they are very, very genuine, sweet people. And
good night, Angela.
We can go
Good
ahead.
night, Angela.
I'm gonna. Yep, you got the link. Okay.
Yep, it's already.
I was gonna say. So the only other story I'll tell, and that we told backstage before this started, and we've already told Tony this prior, was, like I said, they were disheartened with their channel, stuff like that. They come to this meetup, and this ties back in with the Jesse and Lisa deal. Not that we want to dwell on that, but when it was announced that Jesse and Lisa had a family health emergency, everyone sprung to action. Like 40 or 50 people run up there and help tear down, pack them up so that we can get them on the road.
It's very moving.
Before they left, all those people circled up, and Tiny Tim Posey led us in prayer over them.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
And Chrissy, she commented to me later that night. She said, when I seen that happen, she said, and she's in tears, and I almost am right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She said, we have found our family.
Yeah.
That is what this is all about.
Really. They didn't even know that YouTube could have that type of a community.
Right.
And that is why
they said, okay, this is where we need to be.
That's why this has become a big push for Lisa and I, is helping out others.
Mm.
Well, and that's something that I told when I was on Lisa Yogi Hollow Farms. I said, the biggest thing for me is really about reaching out to each other and helping each other, all of us come from different backgrounds. All of us have different experiences. All of us have different knowledges, and we're all working at this from one different point of view or another. But we really can help each other. And yes, there's some drama and there's some side issues that happen, but theoretically, most of the people in this community really are decent people that really just want to help if they can, when they can, and be there. Now, they're not going to be there and handing you hundreds of dollars, but they'll be there in spirit, they'll be there in mind, they'll be there in thought process, knowledge, whatever it is. So one of the beautiful things I love about this group.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what they said. They were living YouTube on an island.
Right.
They didn't know that type of a atmosphere even existed.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we're not gonna touch on. Yeah.
I think the other thing that goes along with it, is, and we've all talked about this on the side out from lives and whatnot. If you don't feel it here, it's not there. I mean, that's the reality of it. And once you find it, you don't want to let it go, because you don't find the same thing moving on down the road.
Well, it goes, to me, that goes right with what Blue was talking about with her shout out channel.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, as a community, let's help as much as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Monica's right. I mean, it's worth putting up there as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, every party needs a pooper. Yeah, there's always one.
I'm going to tell you,
there is always one. Actually, Danny from Wicked Awesome Garden put out an amazing video about this very thing, okay? Because her channel blew up, and I mean blew up in a way that even she is sitting there going, what the hell just happened? Right? Okay. And it was because she put out the video of her property she's just purchased, and people are like, they're hating all over it. They're like, rip it down. It's a waste of money. You've got too much money, all of this kind of stuff. And she's turned around and went, you can hate all you like. Every time you watch it, every time you leave me a comment, you're helping me pay for that thing.
There you go. Yep.
You can hate it as much as you want. I don't care. You're still paying for my paint. You're still paying for the goat feed. You're paying for this. You're paying for that. So keep on hating. I don't care.
I think we all have this, Monica. Just point that out.
My whole family are poopers.
Okay, some of us have more than others, but we all have at least one. So
yeah.
All right, anybody? I don't want to cut you guys off if you had any more. Are you?
No,
what you wanted to put out there?
You're not cutting us off.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, if you put yourself out there, you're going to have some thick skin.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I do know. Hold on just a second.
See, Monica, that's the thing as well. Like, you got 1.5 million views on that. You got to be happy with it, right? But, people are going to be people, and some people just have sad enough lives of their own that they've got to go around and drag everyone down with them, and they just live to drag people down. So, who cares? They're paying for your next car.
I'll use me as an example. Last year we put out a video about gardening and talked about what we're doing here and raising our own food. Yeah. And I got a comment on there that it was like, well, I would say that 9 acres is feeding this guy real well. Yes. Looks like to me he needs to eat a little less from there. I'm like, dude, first of all, he has nothing out there.
Right.
Yeah, no videos, nothing.
Don't throw rocks if you're not willing to put yourself up on there where others can throw rocks at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you're picking on me, you're leaving somebody else alone as far as I'm concerned. So pick away. I don't care. I can handle it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right, Dark Lord Minute. There is a delete button.
Yeah.
And that's true. I mean, they think, here's part of my problem with that whole thing, which I get. I mean, people and everybody sitting in chat, I'm sure will understand what I'm saying when I say this. You can comment all you want to. The control is in our hands, though.
Yeah.
If we don't want that comment out there, we can delete it.
Mhm.
If we don't like the way a video's going, we can delete it.
Yeah.
And the same floats the other way. If we want to promote it, it'll go up. It'll be posted content. You'll get a community tab. We'll put it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever other social media there is.
Yeah.
But the control of that is ours. And if you're really there and that's what you're doing, I, for myself, and I know everybody's got their own numbers, I got 1,253 other people that really are interested in me. So bye bye. I'm not
Yeah.
being mean. I'm not being rude,
No.
but I don't get paid to do this. And even those that do get paid don't get paid to do this. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's never been about that, at least for me specifically. And I'm not saying anybody's wrong for doing it a different way. It just has never been about the money for me. And that was never an intention. Okay.
Mhm.
So if you're going to waste the time to downgrade me, somebody that's just trying to put information out there, that falls on you. And you really need to find something else to do because I ain't got the time for it. So,
And Monica is exactly right. And that is the best way to handle it. If you are a content creator and you get that, let
yes,
your other family members, they'll
they
take care
will.
of the situation.
That's
They
right.
will.
Yeah.
And I am exactly with her. The only ones that I delete, hide, whatever, are ones that have curse words because we don't curse. We don't allow others to curse on our channel.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Yes. Yep.
Daz.
Dad is funny. That's hilarious.
I've had a couple of pretty mean comments, and I will admit that, but I've left them there.
And I have too. I mean, there's some of them I can
Because
get
at the end
over.
of the day, that's a comment that helps the algorithm.
It's because it's interaction, and interaction's not gauged by good or bad. It's interaction.
I don't care. You can
So
write
many
whatever you
people
like.
don't
I'm not
understand
going
that.
to answer you right away
Right.
because if I write something, I might get my channel banned, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to answer you
Exactly.
eventually. You know?
Right. Huh?
But at that moment, because there was one yesterday, Tony will tell you, I was sitting there going, I don't know how to answer this.
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer this without losing my shit.
A lot of people don't understand that this and this
Same thing.
It still
is
helps you.
still the same thing. It's still an
Yeah.
interaction.
It hurt
you
the
heard-
first one, though. The first one, you
It
sit there and go, what did
stings
I do
really
wrong?
bad.
It does. It hurts you.
Yep.
But
But
then you think, fine, haters gonna hate.
I did the math. Dale actually made me look at this the other day. He didn't even mean to. He has no knowledge of what I'm about to say. We were talking about thumbs up and thumbs down, and I went and looked at my content, and one of the I've had actually, just for confirmation, Dale, I've had a few of the videos that have ended up the way that we were talking about years in when you go and look in your content on dashboard. And I went and looked at it, and I'm like, so I seen that there was a thumbs down, so I went and looked. And what we're saying is very valid because when you take 17% or 13% for the thumbs down, 87% for the thumbs up, I'm still at 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
No.
For me, it doesn't matter because it's like,
No.
I know there's people out there doing some shady things. I really could care if you don't like it or not because that video is going to stay there. Other people will see it. Those that really want to put meaningful words behind it will. And those that don't, typically, I'm not seeing bad comments come in anymore. I'm just seeing the thumbs up, thumbs down thing, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm never intending.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
You were talking.
Go ahead.
Oh, so the only time that I will actually remove a comment is if it starts a fight in my chat.
Yes.
If I mean, like, so I will
Right.
say this, that if anyone does see a negative comment in my chat, in my stuff, please don't jump to my defense. I'm a big girl. I can take care of myself. I appreciate the support. I really, really do. But at the end of the day, they aren't worth it. And if you start an argument in the middle of my comment section, that could actually hurt my channel. It
That's a
doesn't
valid
actually
point
do
too.
your channel any good. It could
Right.
do the channel a bad thing. So please don't do it.
Right.
You know, feel free to email me and say, I really want to tell this person, you know,
That's
and
funny.
I will probably write back and go, yeah, I really want to tell them too, but we're just going to leave them alone and let them stew in their own hate, you know, if
Right.
that's what they want to do, you know?
Well, and really, I mean, they're keyboard warriors. That's what they are.
Yeah.
They're hiding
No
behind
one's
a
going to,
keyboard. Ooh, I'm the big bad guy, and I'm gonna give you a bad comment.
yeah.
Okay, what is it really doing to me? Nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, the other thing I was gonna bring up too, and it kind of ties into this. You will see me as well as others, and I won't name others right now because I'll let them do that on their own. You will see in collaborations moving forward, I think to some degree, letting channels be accountable for themselves.
Yes.
When you sign up for a collaboration and you don't put a video up, and you got people from the other end of the spectrum saying, "Where's the video?" We spend too much time to plot these out and plan these out. And if that channel is unwilling to put up their product like they were supposed to, that they committed to, you need to go talk to them. I'm not going to chase them down. They knew their date. Everybody knew their date. I don't have a video. There's nothing I can do about it.
The other thing is, you don't know what's going on in those people's lives.
True.
They
True.
may have wanted to put their video up, you know, like,
And that's possible.
I actually
Yeah.
experienced this late last year when my health really declined badly. I was having people come into my channel and say, I guess you're not putting the video up.
But
then.
hold on a
Like,
sec. Hold on just a second. The problem here's the difference. You communicated that very well to those that were hosting. I'm talking about the ones that don't communicate, don't tell anybody anything, and all of a sudden there's not a video out there. If they're not going to
know what's going
communicate,
on in their lives, it can be difficult because sometimes people just go in and then they forget to do it, and then they're too embarrassed to come back to you. And I get that, you know, there is that situation, you know, or there could be a real life situation where they can't contact us. Others just, you know.
I guess what I'm ultimately saying is I personally am not going to I'm not going to continue chasing people around. That's what I'm trying to say.
And that's
I got
fair
enough.
enough.
Right. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying everybody on panel is that way. I'm not saying they aren't. I'm just saying that's my perspective. The important thing is that if you're going to join a collaboration or be part of a group for some reason or another, then I do feel that you should be responsible enough to follow through with it.
Yeah.
If you can't, reach out and let them know why. Yeah. If you can, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, there's a few, which maybe you're going to get to them, Tony, but I know for me, that's the way I am. Now, I even self-admitted it during my own collaboration that I put on, Angler April. I had some people that their video, well, I had one in particular that their video didn't drop, and it was 100% my fault, and I tried to own it as much as I could.
Right.
You know, I messed up when I sent the emails and stuff like that. So, you know, that's all you can do.
Wow.
Okay, so then there's also that problem too, I guess. I guess the other thing that goes along with that too is if you have a collaborator, if you have a channel that's part of a collaboration and they're donating a prize, to some degree, you have to be a little bit forgiving because they have their own life situations. Okay. And I'm been guilty of it before. I'm not claiming innocence to any of it, and I'm not implying innocence. Okay. But it goes along with what was just said right there.
Yeah.
If you have a prize that you're promising, I don't care if it's 6 months down the road, you have a prize that you promise, you should follow through with it. Because you get people that are like, here's what I don't want to see happen. I don't want to see the future be penalized for the current. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's where you run into a problem.
Yeah.
And that conversation can go on forever. I'm just going to leave it alone there. But if you are interested,
I think Monica sums it up great when she said grace.
Yes.
And I do agree with that to a point, because I can give grace to a lot of things, but when it's repetitive continually, there's an issue. And then at that point, I would think that I would have to say, maybe I'm not willing to invite you back, because that creates a problem, but then there's experience and situation that has caused you to come to that conclusion. There's warranted reason. So anyway, Annie, check your email, please, sister.
Yeah, please check your email, Annie.
Yep, there'll be an answer to that. So
yeah.
A second. I think really, and this has been my experience with all of the collaborations I've been in, I've been a part of, I've hosted, I've co-hosted, whatever it may be. I think overall, the best thing I can say is I would say 99.99% of the channels that do get involved are sincere, intentions are good, but things do happen. So I'm not saying let's exclude those situations, because those are unique situations. But you do know who those not unique situations tend to be over time.
Yeah.
And so don't become one of them. That's all I'm trying to say, as a channel. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, I still haven't seen any other questions come up. Have you guys?
No.
Okay.
No one's being nosy tonight.
Well, and that's fine. I don't need them all up on my grill. No.
Yeah, but my grill usually has pork and chicken on it.
Yeah, but you only got a 17-inch grill. My grill's 38, so I got a lot more.
Put them away, boys. Seriously, what are you going to do? Get the measuring tape out and start swinging? Stop it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
My God.
I couldn't help. I couldn't help it.
And by the way, I have more than just the 17-inch, Tony. Not bragging, but.
Well, I just told you, so do I, Dale.
Where do I drop these guys down?
Oh, you mean like that? I seen that, by the way.
That gets.
I know you did. That's why I did it.
He has way too much fun with that.
Yes. Question: have any of you all ever processed a boar and experienced boar taint smell?
Yes.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yes, don't do it.
Someone should have told you, don't do that.
Wow.
There was some steps that you could have took during processing or prior to that could have helped with that. But if it's after the fact, there ain't nothing you can do about it other than feed it to the dogs as good dog food. Oh, you're going to do it tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
I it might be a little too graphic for in here.
Can you do
Basically,
sign language?
basically, you're going to have to wash it real well. And okay, you might want to address that.
Yeah,
if you can.
I got.
Okay.
I got. We'll come back to that. So
You can. One thing that can be done is you can actually castrate him before you process. But basically, if you wash the working parts inside and out before you ever skin the animal, that will help. Other than that, Monica, if you've got me on,
that's why
you got me on some other social media, send me a message and we'll talk about it more that way.
Thank you, Dale.
Oh, Monica. Oh my
Yeah.
Okay, so
God.
I understand what you're saying, Monica. Basically, sausage is what you call him.
Dad's just spat
Bingo,
out
do
his
that.
drink.
Oh.
All right, so coming back up, hold on a second. Coming back up to Annette, I just sent you an email. I actually thought I had sent it to you. It was a different Annette, so I just sent it to you. So go check your email.
Okay.
Anyone having any filming hints or tips, please don't have a tripod at the moment and can't afford to buy one at the moment.
Okay. On the talk of tripods, you can actually pick them up incredibly cheaply if you have a look on places like eBay. Now, I know that Australian eBay isn't as good as everywhere else, but you will still find them. And I picked one up there for less than $10. And it was brand new. And it's lasted me a good 5 years. It's only now coming to pieces, kind of, but I'm still using it because it's useful still. I understand that if you can't get one, that's cool, but you would probably need to, like, if you're doing it, it's difficult because if you've got handshake, it can it can be disturbing for people to watch, and I understand that. But having a tripod is probably your best investment, to be fair, at the moment. And like Dale says, yeah, tripods for phones can be seriously cheap, less than $10. I mean, like, is it here? No, it's not here. Hold, please.
She's funny. Okay, so while she's doing that, any other questions? I wish there was a way we could make it look like we dropped the live down and we ended it just to see what she does when she comes back.
Oh my gosh. You mean like I left you and Ginger that time?
Yes, that would be wonderful, yes. I'd love to see the expression on her face anyways. And I think that those are all valid points, you know, if you can get the tripod to free up your hands, improves your videos. I also suggest some sort of editing software. I don't care what it is, whether you pay for it or not. That helps as well.
This is the one I picked up in Australia, and it cost me $9.99 on eBay. This part, $1 in one of the cheap dollar store type Clint's or whatever you guys have got over there now.
There you go.
the bit that holds the phone. So, I mean, it's falling apart now. There's a couple of legs where it just literally falls out, but it cost me $10. You know, so it's not that much. And, you know, that is going to be a massive investment for you. But it's worthwhile doing as well.
Right.
It really is. And you can get them really, really cheap. But like I said, I do understand if you're struggling to be able to even come up with that tenner. Trust me, I understand. So, but I just put a couple of dollars aside from the shopping or whatever when you don't spend as much as you think you're going to. Put that aside and put that into your tripod fund until you've got enough for that.
Right.
Yeah.
I personally have not heard from Mitchell for a very long time, Lori, so I can't answer that question really.
I have talked to Mitchell very, very minutely for a long time. I do know he has changed his work and he has a lot going on with it and stuff, but it's been quite a while since I have talked to Mitchell. And yeah, I miss him. I mean, Hendrickson, I do. But unfortunately, that's part of the thing is when people get disconnected from their channel or they don't put out as much, that kind of leaves a lot of us in hanging, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But it is what it is. I mean, so everybody's got life.
Absolutely it is, you know. I mean, it's like anything in life, you know, people come and go.
Yes.
You know, you get invested in them. Sometimes they're just all of a sudden they're not there anymore for whatever reason, you know. Yeah.
All right. So we're almost at our hour and a half. I think we've stretched as long as we can. Thank you, bud. Unless you guys got anything else to add or throw in or.
Oh, I was gonna say,
no.
You know, when it comes to that filming aspect.
Hello, Il Canarum. Nice to see you.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, dude.
Haven't seen you in a while. Go ahead.
Anyway, always think of your filming, and I know I am guilty of this too, of not up close and personal, but I think some of the coolest videos are when the perspective is like you looking at whatever you're talking about, or you setting off the camera, setting off to one side. And hey, I was in the same boat as Annette was talking about when I very first started. I didn't have anything like that. So I would actually prop the phone up against something so that it would film.
Good night, Jerry.
Like that. Hey, night, Jerry or Susan or both. And I imagine it's probably Jerry, but night. And, you know, I think probably more of your filming can also be done as in your editing. You know, and here I am, and I don't think that I'm as good as, say, Daz or several other people. Even Tony, Blue, Nana, I think I have my own issues. But one thing that I always try to do is make sure that I give somebody not the same view the whole time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Different angles help out your videos so much.
Just for clarification, I am not an expert, so.
No, I am learning all the time. It's taken me a year to figure out the button I was pressing wrong, which is why the camera wasn't staying filming for more than 3 seconds.
You know what's happened to me, Blue? It's taken me years to remember not to do that all the time because that's not really important.
Oh my goodness.
I love you, Dale.
That's okay.
I have to admit though, when I first started doing like some of the herb videos that I did right at the beginning, I didn't have a tripod, and I should have said this. I didn't actually have a tripod that I could use because it was all still packed up. A lot of that stuff was packed up, and I just moved in with Tanny, so it was all still in boxes.
Right.
I had it set up. We set up a couple of jars and a little piece of timber, and was holding the phone with some cable ties on it.
Oh yeah, been there, done that.
It was facing forward when it needed to be, and then I could actually tip it upside down over the top of what I was doing if I needed to do that.
Look at that advice.
Wow.
No way.
Dude.
One thing, sorry. I mentioned the word for someone to Instagram me, and they did it immediately, and I was answering. But anyway, I agree with Monica's comment there about Eric's a video guy.
Yeah.
If you got a spouse or any other one else to help you, have them hold the camera.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give
depending on who that is.
It's not happening.
But here's the beauty of this. We've been sitting here a short amount of time talking about this. You have, even though as much as I don't want to re-put it up there, you have, where did it go? You have that piece of advice. You have that information. You have that piece of advice. You have that piece of advice. I could go on. And in the end, this is why it's important.
Yeah. Bingo.
It doesn't matter that it's taking you years to do it. You did it.
Do it.
And I know you did it because you had the help from all these people offering information. You've talked to people, you've emailed people, however that communication happened, it happened, and it gave you the confidence to just put it out there. All the rest of it can be figured out as you go down the road.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I know I'm one that loses confidence in my videoing ability and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, the fact that you turned on the camera and you uploaded to this platform.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just do what you love and don't look back.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I'm going to tell you, if you watch my first video till now, I would hope that I've improved.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you my first one was my Jello video, and I know I've improved. I don't care how bad the air now. I know
I'm actually some of my recent stuff I'm actually somewhat proud of. I think I've kind of moved some strides there, you know.
Yeah.
And I think Daz has some great advice there.
Yeah, both of them do. Actually,
yeah. And
that was an issue that I had. I was trying to make my videos look like everybody else's videos. And it was like, no, what I need to do is make them my videos, learn from what they're doing, incorporate some of what they're doing in my videos so that I can have better videos. But in the end, you've got to do it your way.
One of my favorite sayings, and as cheesy as it is you do you, boo, because it really comes down to that.
Yeah.
Do what is best for you. You're not going to go just because X, Y, and Z has a channel with 1 million subscribers in it. I guarantee you, if you mimic them to a T, you're not going to have the same set of 1 million subscribers. It just isn't going to work that way.
No.
So you got to figure out your style, your way, what you're going to do, and let those people come to you naturally, because that is the
Yeah.
best advice I could give you, is be organic. Let it naturally happen, because it will at some
Absolutely.
point. And this lady sitting
Absolutely.
right in this chat with me and him can tell you that better than anybody can.
Yep. I've only just now, while I've been sitting here in this live, hit 650 subscribers.
Yay.
It's been
That's
4
awesome.
years. I'm just saying, 823 videos later, and I'm only on 650 subscribers. Do I care? No. Why? Because I'm just doing me.
Yes.
Because the people who not want to watch me will be there. They're not just there because I'm blowing up all over the place. They're the ones who actually want to be there. And that's what I want. I want people who want to be there, not just because I'm their friend or they know me in real life or whatever reason. They're just there because I'm giving them something that they want. I don't know what it is. They're all entirely bonkers, but
I think
that's
I'm gonna re-put this up because I think it's very valid. You gotta have fun with it. If you're doing it because you think you're gonna get 1 million subscribers, good luck with that. Let me know down the road how that works out for you. If you think you're gonna make $1 million at YouTube, good luck with that down the road. Let me know how it works for you. I'm gonna keep using that same phrase for everything. Okay. If you're not doing it because you enjoy to do it, or you want to do it, or it's just fun, you're gonna get tired of it really quick.
Yes.
And it's not going to do what you think you want it to do.
No, and you're going to stop doing other things because you think, oh, I need to film that. Oh, I need to film that. Oh, I need to film that. Mm-hmm. Which then makes you think that you've got to add 3 or 4 hours to everything that you're doing. When really, it's the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
You do what you're doing. If you've got the camera on, yay. If you don't, does it matter? No. I had Tanny in the greenhouse yesterday. Did I have the camera on? No. Will I show you later what I've done? Probably. In something. But I didn't go out of my way to have the camera on because I wanted to have that time with him where he and I were doing something together without having to worry about the cameras being on.
Yeah. And there is something to that. Tonight, Nana and I worked in the garden, and I said, am I going to film? And I said, no, I just want to enjoy time.
Yeah.
Just the two of us working together in the garden without the camera.
Right.
You know. But at the same time, there's other times that we just set it up and we just record and we don't even pay attention to it.
That's it. The other thing is you don't have to be a massive channel to get offers of sponsorship or help or anything else. I mean, case in point, what happened to me last year where I ended up on the telly twice. I was under 600 subscribers. I was under 500 subscribers then, let's be honest. And they came to me because I'm doing exactly what they wanted.
Right.
Am I a big YouTuber? No. Did it matter to them? No. But you still have these opportunities that come along just because you're doing you. So if I'm trying to be somebody else, that would never have happened.
And at some point, this is maybe for a further conversation, Tony, I'd like to have a conversation about that affiliate or that people that are asking you to talk about their products on your channel. And like Blue's saying, you can be a little bitty channel and they already start coming to you. You can be a great big channel and maybe they don't come to you. But I think as channels, we need to establish the fact that you need to understand the product or that we are selling as a channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't be willing to do something for free that if they had to pay for the same amount of advertising would cost a tremendous amount of money.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a conversation for later, Tony.
Yeah.
We can make that. Actually, let's have that conversation next
Yeah.
Friday. We'll talk about that.
I can't hardly hear you.
I can't hear you either.
Let's talk about that next Friday, okay?
Okay.
I keep forgetting that if I have this up, you guys can't hear anything I'm saying. So
Yeah.
Well, you
But
know,
that
that's
was kind of
because the
awesome,
mic
that
needs to
whole
be near your
sound
mouth,
effect.
mate.
Okay, Blue, I hear you now.
That was awesome. That made me think of like Top Gun. Maybe I was like a fighter jet.
Right?
But okay, so Annie makes a valid point, you know, and it really
Yeah.
comes back to this. I remember, I'm going to use example, a certain individual sitting in this room with us from Bland's Promised Land. I remember a year ago what number they're at. They're now at 14,000 plus subscribers. Okay.
Yeah.
They were at 1,000. I remember that
Yeah.
a year ago. I remember 2,000. I remember, you know, keep on
Yeah.
going up the list. But I really think it's because they've opted to just be who they are.
Yes.
Just do them, just do what they need to do. And they've grown.
Yeah.
You know, it really comes down to you doing, yes, you, and I know you were less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah.
Their brand has created itself because it's all about them just being them.
Yeah.
And I agree with what she just put there. We just plug along. Well, if you do it just to do it instead of forcing it, it's going to be more organic and you're going to get a better result out of it.
Absolutely.
Really.
Absolutely.
Right.
All right. That's what I got.
Okay.
Yes. There you go.
Yep.
Well, that's right. And
all right. I want to thank everybody that's in chat.
Same page right there.
I want to thank everybody that's in chat. We appreciate you guys being here. Anybody that's modded, that's been wonderful. Thank you to you two for being here. And remember, as always, be smart, think ahead, meal prep with these, and preserve. Have a great night, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
I love that, Tony.